boy. Good evening. I'm sorry for being on colored people time once again. But when duty calls, you gotta answer. Hope everybody having a cool, calm and collected evening. You know what I mean? Hey, what's good, my dog? I'm late as hell as usual. Over here, man, listen. Man, for people who think putting these videos together and shit is like simplistic, bro, it just, or I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna say easy and not tedious. Boy, you got another thing coming. West Adams, what's the deal? Y'all run them lights up, man. I got my boy Musiz about to pop in here. He said last night was funny as yeah, we was tripping last night, man. Niggas was in that bitch tripping. Niggas was tripping. What y'all got going, man? What's the vibes? Let's see something. Y'all smash them likes. I got a special guest tonight. We'll chop it up. You know what I mean? Trying to land this job just to get it right real quick. I feel that. You got to get it how you live, my brother. You got to get that. You'll get that. My black ass later than a... Okay. Look at my dog right here. Let's see, get music in this jump. Oops.
Brody. What it do?
Okay. Finally.
What it do?
Let's go. Man, my apologies, bro. My apologies, man.
Nah, you good. You already know, man. Shit.
That's the new backdrop, or is that just a thing, a green screen?
Yeah, that's the new backdrop. You got it up and down so you can't see the whole thing. But yeah, that's the new I had ended Triple Threat and I got Big 8 podcast now. So you know what I'm saying? That start this Friday. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well shit, before we get into it, man, I just want to say I appreciate you, bro. For pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We had to reschedule. You know how I be in this shit. We got to make it work.
Facts.
Shit, let them know, you know what I mean, your name, what you represent, so on and so forth.
Y'all already know, man. It's your boy Musiz101. Go follow me on Instagram, Musiz101 CEO, on YouTube, Musiz101. And y'all already know this some big ape shit, man. You already know it.
Big ape shit. So before we get into because I want to ask you a little bit about that too, about you just creating. I remember you mentioned it one time, I think, or maybe you posted it or something. I think I can't remember, but I remember you had mentioned it. That was recently. That was like fucking 2 weeks ago. You was like, I'm about to do the podcast, John, man. Like, I'm about to go up. So that's good. That's definitely dope to see that. So look, I really just want to touch on, you know what I mean, as far as like the YouTube shit first, as far as like the growth and just how you got into this shit, bro. Because everybody got a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people. It's so many different. If you know, you know what I'm saying. Not only for you, I know you know, but the people watching, like everybody has a different story. You know what I'm saying? Fact. So, what was the? I mean, I guess how did you even get into this space, and then what was the moment when you started growing, or what was the whole situation?
Okay, so how I got into this space, I'm gonna try to sum it up real quick. Oh, you mean like starting YouTube or
like all right, so like before I was even like doing content, I
Right.
kind of got, I was kind of in this space just in general because I was doing music and shit, and I was like kind of watching a few podcasts. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So then, so I guess when the video hit for me, it kind of just indoctrinated me in it. So that's why I was like, how'd you even get into this shit in general? Like,
Okay. My son, right?
okay,
He was like 10 years old. So mind you, this was damn near almost 7 years ago. So, you know, when we came up and shit, like we didn't really know that people was on YouTube doing vlogs and all this, like, you know what I'm saying? We knew you go to YouTube for the music, you know what I'm saying? And it
right,
might
right,
have some rappers documentaries on there that the label don't release type shit. So one day, like we on a little road trip, and my son, I hear him talking, him and his cousin, and they like talking, like introducing themselves. So I'm like, what y'all doing? And he was like, he finna make a YouTube channel. So he 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? So he made a YouTube channel, to sum it up real quick. And one day I grabbed his phone and I see the nigga had videos on that bitch where he vlogging daily type shit. 10 years old, doing this shit himself.
getting it in.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn. So it was a situation where I'm like, I support my child, you know what I'm saying? My kids, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they got going on. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna help them. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And I just started watching YouTube, learning YouTube, watching a couple channels and watching pranks and all this shit and vlogs, and I got intrigued by it. And then he just stopped. He got like, he just got a different personality as he got older. He like, that ain't me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's corny. Like,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right, right.
So now I'm like, damn, like I'm stuck watching this shit all the time now because I done got used to it now. So I'm like, I need to get on this motherfucker. And then when I seen that it was people making money on this motherfucker, I say, okay, I most definitely got to get on here. So the
Right.
whole thing with the Musiz 101, um, I used to do music. You know what I'm saying? I was a rapper and shit. I was in groups and I
Okay.
even helped manage artists and stuff. And I was just so invested in music. And
Right.
when stuff happens, everybody called me like, bro, I heard this rapper happened. Da-da-da. What happened? Because they know I'm on it. But this before YouTube. This
Right.
just was something that, you know what I'm saying, I had
They
just
know you in the know of it. You know, it's like you into the culture type.
right. So everybody called me when shit happens. And it's like I'm answering the phones and you know what I'm saying, I'm telling people, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. And one day, me and my cousin, we get into a debate, and there was some shit about Boosie. And he a big Boosie fan. For whatever reason, it was this little simple shit. He didn't know that Boosie was on Trill ENT. So
Oh shit, yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
he a real Boosie head though. Like he know everything about Boosie, but for some reason he missed that. So we arguing about that, and that shit turned serious. Like a fight broke out, and except
No,
like
man.
he,
What? That's
like the shit was like, cause like mind you now, this a hood nigga. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But he under the influence too.
I was about to say that. Was somebody drinking or something or smoking or something? Yeah.
He under the influence. So he pissed because he like a real Boosie fan. So the nigga just hit me. Boom. And we started fighting and shit. So that day I was like, people know shit, but they don't really be knowing for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
I
right,
said, instead of people calling me, asking me what's going on, I'm finna start a YouTube channel. And I'm gonna be dropping shit, and don't call me. Go to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, if you heard about it, I already dropped the video on.
right.
And that's how Musiz 101 came. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So just basically organic as a motherfucker, like on some damn nigga got the hey, you know, niggas love Boosie though. Niggas definitely that must have been like his Tupac or something, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Most definitely. In my city, well, my neighborhood, like, you know what I'm saying, we represent foes, like we throw foes. And
Right.
you know, Boosie across the track, they throw foes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
at this time, Boosie done came down and hollered at my homies, and my brothers them got a song with them, and it's like, bitch, they done met Boosie, so it's real, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell these niggas shit. Like this
Right,
some
right, right,
that's they homie for real.
right.
So you know what I'm saying? My cousin, he idolized the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Boosie's music is like a lot of our soundtrack for our real life type shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah,
on some street shit. So,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That shit was like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, he was under the influence too. So he got zero tolerance. I can't count like
So
cuz.
look, so how did that fight resolve? Like, who did y'all? Somebody break y'all up, or y'all just stopped? Y'all was tired.
I was trying not to go deep, but
Because you said nigga fighting over Boosie, that's a hood story right there. That is a hood classic, nigga. Like,
all right, so when he hit me, right, I'm the big cousin, he the little cousin, but mind you, he's known for knocking niggas out. Like he known for knocking niggas out. So he hit me, boom. So I grab him because I'm the big cousin. He tall, but he's skinny. So when I grab him, I kind of put him in my back. I put him in the headlock, and I'm choking him.
okay.
And I know that he like that. Like I know, like, okay, this gonna escalate, period, because he ain't got no mind. So I gotta control it, but I gotta let him know, like, look, if this escalate, I'm willing to go wherever you go.
Shit. I done been there, brother. I know.
So when I had him in the choke, I choked him long enough for him to know, like, bitch, I need breath, like I'm serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? So right before I felt like he was out of breath, I let him go. And when I let him go, he had a gun on the counter.
Oh,
so he like ran to the gun, but he like kind of failed because he ain't catch his breath. Like that was just his adrenaline just to get the gun. When he ain't catch his breath, so I grabbed him and like kind of pushed him out the house. When I pushed the nigga out the house, he pulled me with him, and he had a knife.
God damn, this nigga got weapons, nigga. This nigga strapped down. You hear me? He's strapped down.
For real, like, bro, like my cuz, like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now he like going through some shit, but at that point in time, he was real deal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he grabbed the knife, so I grabbed the shovel. We on the back porch at this point. So I grabbed the shovel, and then my other cousin came out, like, y'all tripping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And
this was daylight or this was nighttime?
This was nighttime.
Oh, yeah, y'all was getting crazy in that bitch.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't had nobody to see y'all or
nothing.
Y'all was going crazy.
Yeah, this was nighttime.
So and that in turn kind of helped you birth the channel, because you was like, I need to go ahead and nigga, my opinions are so strong. I'm in here fighting my cousin, and he's wrong. He don't even know, nigga. Like
Right. So I'm like, most definitely, like, it's some people out here that swear they know it all, but they don't really be knowing because they just, you know what I'm saying, they hear shit, so they don't know what's true and what's not, or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go, you know what I'm saying, and go ahead and do this. Like,
so what was your first content as far as, like, I know you said like hip hop news, like how, like, give me a description of how you was you cooking up your first shit. Was you just talking with no edits, or was you editing, or?
My first content, I was doing documentaries.
Okay. Who you was doing them on?
I was doing them on everybody. My first documentary was Boosie, because that's what sparred it. So I'm like, nigga, you finna learn about this nigga. This your nigga, but I'm finna teach your ass about this nigga though. You know what I'm saying?
Musiz101. Okay, I get it now.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Musiz101.
Right.
So I did the Boosie documentary.
Right.
I get a copyright strike. I'm new to YouTube. I don't know about using shit. All I know, I'm picking clips and videos and songs.
That's what I went through today. That's what I just went through today.
I'm putting up, man. Listen, I'm spending a week on this shit for one video. I'm like on my Trap Lord Ross type shit, but I wasn't soup like him though. But you know, I had the vision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I went from the beginning to the end to whatever it was present at. And I got copyrighted infringement, so I deleted the video.
Right.
Then I did Kevin Gates. That shit went crazy.
Yeah.
Copyright. Deleted the video. And then I did OG Booby Black.
Oh yeah. He fuck with Kevin Gates.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
I deleted the video because I got copyright again. So I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Because I don't know. I'm just making the video. I didn't know about copyright. I didn't know you can only use certain amount of seconds and this and that. I know I'm copying that shit, but I'm like, okay, I'm finna go to, because I was going to like their main pages and their main documentaries and shit. Like, so I started going to shit that on other people's channel thinking it was cool, but I was still getting copyright. So I did Nipsey Hussle, and Nipsey team hit me up, one of his members, and they was like, he already got a documentary, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you drop the documentary? So I'm like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm just dropping documentaries on niggas that I fuck with. Like, like I like their music. It ain't nothing like I'm trying to, so at this time, they documentary they had for Nipsey Hussle, it was on somebody random page, like I guess one of their pages, and they didn't have like a big following type shit, but it was doing pretty good though. You know what I'm saying? And they copyright strike me. So I took that shit down. Like, I'm like, man, I ain't doing no more documentaries. Fuck it.
Right.
So I went back to what I knew when it came to my son. So I started watching like Funny Mike. I was watching Funny Mike them and all the up and coming new YouTubers that set the bar for these new YouTubers that vlog about their life.
Right.
And I started doing like the T news and shit like that, like they relationships and shit like that. Now it's the T Room. She like the biggest when it comes to YouTube news with the celebrities, YouTubers and shit like that. She the biggest. Me and her was like neck and neck, like, and I kind of had more subscribers than her and shit. And I was doing like YouTube up and coming artist drama, and that shit was taking off.
Yeah, it was like more of a niche type. You was one of the few they got to come to, like.
Right. It was actually me and her. It was me and her at the time, and I fucked around and dipped into the FBG Duck. When I dipped into the FBG Duck, video went crazy. Boss Top video did 1 million views. It did 1 million views.
That was the first million.
That was my first big video, like, because I was doing numbers, but the highest I ever did was like 10,000 off the little off the little celebrity shit, off the documentaries. The highest I ever hit was 10,000 on a new channel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it did 1 million views, but I had the piece of clip of where Boss Top was like, we told him not to say FBG Duck. I mean, T-Rud name. He said T-Rud, so it's RIP FBG Duck.
I might have seen that shit before, because I remember that, that clip. That was somebody had. It probably was your shit.
I dropped it soon as the interview dropped. So my video did more numbers than the actual interview. So they asked me to take it down, but at the same time, that what got me my watch time hours.
Right.
So I submitted to be monetized. So they didn't monetize me because I had that request to take the video down. So when I took the video down, I'm like 1,000, 1,500 away from watch time hours now. I got the subscribers, but I need the watch time hours. Then the Indian Red Boy shit happened.
I remember that.
That shit like at 189,000 views right now. That shit went up crazy.
That was like what, 2021 or some shit?
It was something like that. I can't think out the head, but that went crazy.
I remember that. I remember that. I remember that video. I remember that whole. Yeah, that shit was crazy as fuck.
Right. So, that video did 500,000, and I submitted to be monetized. And then I got monetized, and then now it's like almost at 1 million. And then I'm like, fuck the YouTube drama. Like this what I know anyway. But it just disturbed me, like, from doing the actual rappers when I was doing the documentaries, because I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. So by the time I started doing they shit, and once I got monetized, that's when I became a YouTube geek, when it came to learning what's really going on, what I can do, what I can't do.
You went to YouTube University.
Went to YouTube University, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I started subscribing to channels that tell you what not to do, updates about YouTube and shit like this. And once I started learning, I'm like, okay, I see what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it just was up from there. And then with the Indian Red Boy shit, I probably was like at 15,000 subscribers. I had my watch time hours, I monetized, and then Dolph died. And
dang. Yeah, that was around that time. I remember that time. Yeah, I remember that time.
Then Dolph died. And when Dolph died, my first video, I dropped it. It did 100,000 in 3 days. So I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tripping. I'm supposed to be like really like doing this, like the breaking news on the rappers and shit.
Right.
So I dropped another video update, because now for some reason I had people from Memphis calling me. Like, not calling on my phone, but they was telling me what was going on.
Oh,
they was hitting me up on IG.
Yeah.
mind you, I'm new to this shit. Like, I'm like, the fuck, all these people, like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck they coming from?
That mean your shit spreading, like, you know what I'm saying? Your shit
Right.
spreading.
So after I dropped the second video, I highlighted something that everybody was looking over. My video was the first video that pointed out that this girl right here that was in the car talking about, like, oh, she seen everything, like, because she was going viral on Facebook, but nobody actually posted the video on YouTube.
Right.
So when I did my video and posted that on YouTube, that shit just went crazy. And you know what I'm saying? I just kept going and shit. I just kept breaking it down, like,
step by step. Is that the whole Makita cookie shit?
Well, she had nothing to do with the Makita's cookie. She was the girl that was sitting in the car saying she heard the shots and shit like that.
I think I remember that.
She was saying like she heard the shots and she was describing like what happened. And
she was on camera doing this, right?
Right. She had
seen that video before. I know what you're talking
about. Yeah. She had went live and she was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard the shots and they killed that nigga. That nigga dead. And my baby daddy called me and was like, did I hear the shots? And you know what I'm saying? But nobody brought that to YouTube. Like, she was going viral like a motherfucker on Facebook though. And somebody sent me the video and was like, hey, she seen it all. Like, so then I did my video on that and the shit just went to going and doing numbers. And I'm like, hey, I gotta buckle down. And I did my first live. And I'm talking about Memphis pulled up and showed out, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but at the time, my first live, but at the time, I didn't even know what the shit meant. It was like 500 people in the chat. Like, I'm talking about they in that motherfucker and they telling me like dude came up and everything that we know today, it was a dude like that came up, but he was going on everybody's platform. But nobody believed what he was saying because he had like an anonymous account type shit.
Yeah, ain't nobody believe that.
Yeah, like, you know, they were like, nigga, you just hollering. But when you play it back all this shit today, like, he was telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit went. Then I just took it serious, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna take this shit serious. Like,
so look, hold on. Not to cut you off. So I want to, if I forget this shit. So, all right. So, and this, just to tell everybody who watching, like, look at the trial and error. You know what I'm saying? I went through the same thing damn near. You know, before I figured out like the copyright shit, I deleted like 1,000 videos one time.
Right.
And I didn't even know that I could count a notif. Like, I was just scared. I was like, I had just got monetized. I'm like, copyright claim, because it won't strike. I didn't even know the differences and shit. And I deleted. And then once I finally found out, I said, fuck. But I mean, you got to go through those learning curves. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You probably could have counter notified a song or two or whatever it is, or like you said, don't even fuck with the main document. Don't take clips from the big shit that the label probably, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody be thinking this shit is like, this shit is a science, my nigga. Like, you can shoot. I'm saying you can shoot for sure, but you as you grow, you're gonna have to learn like from your mistakes and from other people's mistakes, and that's why I don't even be stingy with the info. Like, a nigga ask me like what happened, whatever it is, like, hey, I uploaded this shit, or I don't know, I said this. And there's some times that I ain't do nothing now. There's a few times I ain't do shit, but you know how I don't got even go. That's a whole different podcast. That's the go in on YouTube podcast. That's a whole different joke. But yeah, it's definitely dope to see the, you know, the growth, and everybody watching, nigga, you gotta grow. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to do YouTube or whatever the fuck you want to do, you know what I'm saying? So all right, boom. So documentaries, then you hit the live start going crazy. You putting it all together, then you get into the hip hop, urban news, all that shit, niche. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how did Triple Threat? Because I didn't even know. It was funny because I was thinking about that when I went to the liquor store. I was like, hold on, what the fuck happened to Triple Threat Friday? So tell me the origins of the Triple Threat Friday, because I came on there probably like a few times. You know, so I was fucking with it for sure. Right. What's the how you start that shit?
Okay, so with Triple Threat Friday, what happened was, as my channel getting bigger, I started telling like people that was becoming normal and main supporters that's always on the channel, that'll come up on the platform and that had good personality. I'm like, start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. So what I did was I was helping YouTubers behind the scenes to grow their channel, and I was doing it for free. And then I'm like, look, this is what I'm gonna do. because I was telling people, I get on your live, you go live to get your watch time hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on your channel. I'm gonna get on your channel. There was one person I was going live with him every day until he got his watch time hours. So I said, we all just finna get on the live, and it was 3 of us. So I said, Triple Threat Friday, like we're gonna do it on Friday, Triple Threat Friday. So Triple Threat Friday was basically to get the people that didn't have the subscribers and the watch time hours to put them on the platform and let the people know, hey, look, these two is YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe to their channel, get their views up, get their watch timers up, watch time up, support them. And that's what Triple Threat Friday came from. It was
basically passing the ball. You trying to pass the ball and shit.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah. And I fuck with that. I fuck with that thought process. Was you doing it originally on StreamYards, or how was you doing it first? The same way?
I was doing it on StreamYard. Actually, when I started, that was like when I was helping the dude, that was my second time going live. Like my first time at StreamYard, you know what I'm saying? Before like it was StreamYard. But I was doing it on StreamYard. I never liked it YouTube because YouTube was straight up and down, like how he is now.
And they switched it back. They switched it back.
Right.
Yeah.
So and they don't let you pull shit up. Like I be wanting to show people shit. So StreamYard was always the way to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just Googled, like, you know what I'm saying, major platforms that people stream on YouTube, and StreamYard was one of the ones that came up. So I just learned StreamYard and, you know, kept going after that. But it was mainly StreamYard though.
So all right, so now you say, all right, so I mean, because I can see how you even talking, you trying to keep it a certain way, so I can dig that. So how did it end? Like, what was the ending? Like, you don't have to go too in depth, you know what I'm saying? But just a regular, a ballpark way to say it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the first Triple Threat group was me.
Oh, it was 2?
It was 2.
Oh shit! I thought you were saying it was the same shit. See, I'm learning. All right, go ahead. My bad. It was okay. Tell us.
It was 2 groups. So first it was me, Iceberg Watkins, and Trap Talk. Now, mind you, Iceberg don't want to do YouTube. He just support me. He like, bro, I just want to rock with y'all, support your platform, nigga. It's like a hangout spot. But I'm looking at it like this, bro. If you get monetized, the time you sitting on this bitch with me 3, 4, 5 hours, you could be getting paid.
Right, nigga.
So that was my whole look. So, you know, but mind you, these people that, you know, that never had the urge to do YouTubes and Trap Talk, he the same way, but I'm a dog. He pulling up every day, chilling with me. So they like was doing it, but they weren't really wanting to do it. They were just doing it because I asked them to do it, because it's like, bro, like, let's get this money type shit. So after that, they was like, it just, you know, Trap, he had shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Iceberg, he had stuff going on. Iceberg, his brother, you know what I'm saying, had a situation where his brother had passed, and you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that shit, like, this YouTube shit ain't shit. Like, focus on your, you know, your
and then, you know, and that's, you know, life does what, I mean, that's life. But, and you said they were just supporting you for real. So they really won't too tough on it, like how you was on your grind.
Right.
You trying to tell them to get on their grind with it, but they just it won't for them. They was for, so yeah.
They let me know from the go. Like, I ain't really trying to do it, but you know what I'm saying, bitch, we gonna do it because I'm rocking with you. Like, they was supporting the channel. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, okay, once, you know, things went to happening, and then at the same time, tell you the truth, I don't really like to go live. I don't really like to go. The reason why I don't like to go live, because I know, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you see the difference when it comes to the back end with the videos and the lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Without saying too much. So I'm looking at it like, you know, I'm on this bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I love it. But at the same time, you feel me?
You like, in your analytics. You looking at your analytics and shit. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And nigga, I know my goal in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I want to, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, if I'm going to play for Chicago Bulls, you know what I'm saying? I want to make the bag. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes, you know, that shit ain't, you know, so, you know, without saying too much. So, it just, once I realize, because mind you, while I'm doing this shit, I'm learning this shit, I'm studying this shit. So then when I look at the analytics from the live, and then I look at the analytics from the video.
Right.
This shit don't even compare.
No brain. It's a no-brainer.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a no-brainer.
So the 3-4 hours that I spend on live making it, I could go and do 3-4 videos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it kind of took me out the urge. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna put a pause on it.
Right.
But then me and Iceberg came back. And we started again because Bird like, bitch, where you at, nigga? You ain't finna stop this shit, nigga. Like, where you at? Like, so we started again, just me and Bird. And then I seen Mickey Truth.
Right.
And then I told Mickey Truth, I'm like, Mickey, like, you finna be big. Because her little section, what she was doing with the paperwork, nobody wasn't doing it but 1090 Jake that we knew of. You know what I'm saying?
You the only one that was really doing that, yeah.
So I'm like, Mickey, like, you need to get on your ground. But she was on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Now, she appeared in Sko, you know, I think Sko was the first one to like the put on the YouTube platform or some shit. Well, she was already on here, but she was doing the takeoff stuff. That was like her first introduction to YouTube, takeoff. Okay. And she went and gave Sko info and on live and stuff like that. And like, okay, I'm finna do the YouTube stuff. But then I'm like, look, how I had Triple Threat was I was presenting the viral topics in the hip hop and what was going on. Iceberg was like the sports, like the controversy, and you know what I'm saying. And Trap Talk, he was like the conspiracy, like the numbers, the you know what I'm saying. Oh, this person died. Diggy dates add up. Da da da.
Right.
So I'm like, Mickey, come do the paperwork because at the same time I'm breaking these stories down, and we talking about a motherfucker that went to jail and I went to court. But Mickey got the paperwork, and we could present the facts. So that's when Mickey joined the team. And you know, after that, you know, we added somebody else and shit. And because you know, Iceberg, like mind you, he came back, but he was still going, they still had shit going through with his brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? His brother had passed. And you know, it was court cases and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a whole big situation. Family, that's a whole lot of shit right there.
Right. So you know, he stepped away again, and that's when I brought in somebody else. And when I don't really talk about it because you know I don't like to get niggas.
I mean, you can keep it short. You can keep it short. You know what I'm saying?
So one day, you know what I'm saying, dude, I had said because my whole niche is on Triple Threat, right? With Trap and Iceberg, I always tell them, bitch, you fired. Like that was like something we say on the live. Like if you fuck up or you do something or you come late, oh bitch, you fired. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was my little thing. Like, and then when somebody fuck up, people in the chat would be like, oh, they fired Music.
Yeah, it's like your catchphrase, like your thing. Like, yeah.
Right. So one day he didn't come to the live and I hit him up and he didn't answer. But while I'm calling him, I guess he texts me. So at first, the first couple of days, I didn't never see the text because he texted me when I looked at the timestamp. He texted me at the time that I'm FaceTiming him. So I never seen it, but I would just hit him up saying like, hey, you coming or not? You know what I'm saying? But the text said he wasn't. So you know me. Oh, he fired, y'all. His ass out of here. He done missed the day. I'm bullshitting.
Right.
I'm bullshit. The nigga took it serious. And the shit went left. So he was gone. So now it's just me and Mickey. And then, you know, Mickey, she like, you know, was rebranding herself. She didn't really want to do the paperwork no more, you know, and then she went.
Let me ask you this. Hold on, because you just reminded me to cut you off. So about the paperwork thing, I'm glad you said that. And I want you to finish what you're saying about Mickey, how she, because I was going to ask you that too, because I ain't gonna say that I haven't been to her channel, but I'm gonna ask you about that too. But okay. How you feel like? Would you be able to like say, nigga, like I got the paperwork on this rapper or this person, whoever, and it's like you know it, like say it's Drake, right? Or let's say it's somebody you know is gonna go crazy, right? But you got to do all the whole paperwork shit. Like, would you be able to do that? Because
no, listen. Okay. Mickey used to send me paperwork, 10, 15, 20 sheets.
I'm scared of that shit.
Mickey, I'm not finna read this shit. Mickey, tell me what happened. Goddamn it, I'm finna go do the video. I'm not finna read this shit. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna, because at the same time, I'm the type of person, I don't expose nobody. And
Right.
I don't expose new information.
New shit, yeah, like shit that's secret, like that's yeah.
What I do is I let it come out first and then I speak on it.
Right.
So reading the paper and all that shit, I ain't with that. I'm not finna go find nothing. Like, Mickey, tell me what happened. You know what I'm saying?
That's some brave shit, man. Like even the shit 1090 Jake and them, anybody that do that shit, that's like, I don't know. And I ain't saying niggas can't be wrong or even like Mickey. I ain't saying nobody wrong because I ain't saying they lying. I'm just saying that's to me. That's just to me. That's a
right.
dangerous. I don't even want to go like what you gotta. I don't want to hit no police shit up. I don't want to call no shit, email no courthouse.
Right.
I'm just gonna wait till y'all put it out and then I'm gonna react to the shit and we're gonna
Right.
do it like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But I will say this though, Mickey was a little different though. She had a different approach.
Yeah, she
What,
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't the same. It wasn't.
She wasn't exposing people.
Right.
What Mickey was doing was setting the facts straight. So just say like the shit with Finesse 2 Times came out and
Right.
Finesse said he didn't snitch, but the dude said Finesse snitched. Well, what Mickey gonna do is she gonna pull the paperwork and be like, yeah or no, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Mickey was doing. Like once it's already an issue, then she go in. It's like, oh look, this is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah or no. Like she was putting the yeah or no on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what she was doing.
So look, so you say, oh boy, y'all had fell out or whatever. Then you said Mickey was going into a rebranding or some shit.
She was rebranded. She didn't really want to do the paperwork no more. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't officially know that. That's why I was glad you said that.
Right. And then, you know, she started doing the news and, you know what I'm saying? And then she was just in a situation where, you know, her schedule, she started working another certain hours and stuff like that. And like, I think she worked at night now or something like that. And, you know, Triple Threat was like 8 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, at night. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really lining up, or she could pull up, but you know what I'm saying? She at work and, you know, so it's like.
And you trying to make it more of a routine type of, like for show, like something that the people can count on to tune into.
Right. But then at the same time, it was like, I got tired of doing Triple Threat.
Oh, you was y'all niggas be on there for 4-5 out, man, screaming like a fool.
You know what I'm saying? Bruh. But I got tired of doing it. I think I started feeling like just the name Triple Threat. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm the type of person, I like to rebrand, you know what I'm saying, or do something new. And then it was like, it got outside of my actual blueprint that I had it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same blueprint how I started. So it was like, okay, let me just end it and start something else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I really ended. Like, Big 8 podcast. I'm gonna do something different because, you know.
Oh yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about, you know, let them know. I want to know. Shit.
The Big 8 podcast. Triple Threat was basically about music and about the viral things that was going on in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Big 8 podcast, I'm going to be touching on different topics because when I looked at my analytics, majority of the people that subscribe to my channel is like 30 something and up. So they ain't trying to hear about NBA YoungBoy for real doing whatever he got, you know what I'm saying, he got going. They ain't trying to hear about no finesse, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find something that they can relate to. So one segment on there is like, you know, they going viral now with the balloon speed. They pop the balloon and shit like that. And
I have seen a couple of those, yeah.
And I'm gonna get into that with, we just gonna have that conversation because you got some men and women popping balloons. Oh, she's like one lady. She was like, oh, he work at he drive trucks. No, I want a boss. So now that's a topic. You know what I'm saying? We could speak on like, what you mean you want a boss? This man got a 9 to 5. This man is working. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want a boss. Is you a boss? You want somebody that's making 6 figures? Is you making 6 figures? And that's the topic that one of the topics that, you know, I'm gonna get into on the Big 8 podcast. I'm also gonna still do my hip hop, but I just wanted to add different things for the people that's subscribed to my channel and up in age can relate to. So it ain't gonna be.
That's growth though, man.
Right.
Because you gotta grow it. I always say that was my theory on the like, for instance, because this was a big discussion, and even J. Cole and them had a conversation. The whole Lil Pump shit. You know, Lil Pump is like, at one time he had like he went diamond on fucking Gucci Gang and like he was like and nobody we all know he can't fucking rap and nobody was really who was listening to that shit, but if you notice it fell out, but it was a theory I had on it. It was like his fans grew the fuck up.
Facts.
And they say because that nigga was like 15, 16, and now them niggas is like 23 or whatever, 25 or they don't want to hear fucking they're not that was a time. So always when I look at shit like that, it's like everything needs growth. That don't mean switch up the whole format, do something, and then hey, maybe you can do that. I can't tell them, but I ain't necessarily saying just do something completely different. But like you say, evolve this shit. You put something else, put some more extra sauce on, cause this shit get burnt out, bro. Like that's what I feel like everybody's in the middle of that. Everybody that's started where we started and where we at, it seems like everybody's like, yeah, that shit burnt out. Most of this shit is burnt the fuck out. You let them other niggas have it, cause there's some other niggas coming up too.
Yeah, the new generation, the younger generation, they coming up, and that's they wave now. You know what I'm saying?
Let them niggas have it. Yeah, and that's why I started back doing the documentaries because I did a few. I did probably like before I did these 4 or this one, but it's 4 parts. I had did maybe like 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? I had a little. That was in the beginning, and then I kind of got like you said, once you seen what was catching.
Right.
I was like, oh, they value my opinion on this because they know. You know what I'm saying? That I know what was going on. So I just got up in there, but that's why as of late, I've been like, man, it's you got to take a hidden view. It's a slow turn, but once you hit your stride, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? And if a nigga know they got that organic, everything organic, you ain't got nothing to really, you done already done it, nigga. Like, it's good.
Right.
I definitely respect that. You gonna have guests and shit on there?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do too, I'm also like, implicate games and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, games and you know what I'm saying, sports, and it's really gonna like really just get the people involved. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get the people involved, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's the best way. Like I said, like, bro, motherfuckers be sleep. I be up studying YouTube analytics and what gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I just see what's working, and I learned how to study my analytics on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And it don't make sense for me to ignore these people that subscribe to my channel that's 30 and up. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's common sense. Why not give them something they like to engage to and get more views, get more engagement? You know what I'm saying? Get more main course supporters. Because another thing, people be like, oh, this person got this many, but I look at this shit like this, bro. I don't care because I got 90,000 subscribers and all that shit. I want that hardcore fan base that when I drop, no matter what, majority of these bitches gonna watch. You feel me? And that's what a lot of people is lacking. And the reason why they lacking is because they don't have no product for them people that's there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how them motherfuckers got there. I don't know how them 36 and up got there, but they there. They there. So I gotta look out for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna help the analytics. They gonna help the numbers, and that's just how I look at it. I'm gonna have sports on there. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch too much sports, so now what I'm doing is I done got back on the sports because I played ball and shit. And once I stopped playing ball, it was like F sports. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So now it's like I'm finna go back into getting into the sport so I could be on my Shannon Sharp shit, and you know what I'm saying? Because I be watching them and shit, and it's like they ain't too exciting, but it's like they on their shit. Like you got to give them their props. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm excited for the next sports niggas. Like if say Allen Iverson get a show, and the next, you know what I'm saying? They good though. I love what Shannon Sharp doing. Even down to Stephen A. Smith. Cam. Well, I guess Cam and them is kind of like a new age. You know what I'm saying? They like the first motherfuckers. Cam and Bass. That sports is definitely a big demographic. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know it.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I think is it a game on tonight?
What the day is?
Today is goddamn because I've been.
I think they play Wednesday.
Oh, good. So I was like, I wanted to put a bet in, but I was so behind. All right, bet. Let me check real quick. I think so. You're right though.
My son said Wednesday. I think he said.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Let me see. Yup, tomorrow 8:30.
Yeah.
And they at Dallas. Yeah, I'm gonna put that bet on there. Okay, yeah, shit. Well, I mean, damn. And that's what I be saying, bro. I be telling these niggas, man, the knowledge is out here, bro. You just gotta go. It's everywhere. It's on the internet. You can ask a nigga. It's so many ways to get the fucking the know-it-all for not the know-it-all, but the knowledge of what's going on, and then trial and error too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no fucking reason a nigga. Like I said, when I speak like this for anybody watching, I'm speaking in generally. I ain't just talking about YouTube, but we specifically, yeah. But nigga, they're not like it's no excuse. What yo? When I remember when I first tried to use OBS because you know I started off the phone.
Right. Me too.
I was on the phone with that bitch. I'm talking about holding the phone up to the computer doing music reviews.
Right.
Hands shaking and shit. Because the nigga can't hold his, you know what I'm saying, for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Then I'm like, all right, let me get a tripod. So I'm still got it on the tripod or the thing.
Right.
Then I just looked up one day, you know, because you gotta, shit has to hit you. Everybody has different times of enlightenment. Like I didn't know about the live shit. I was like, because after I had went viral on my channel and I got monetized, I'm like, all right, what the fuck? I didn't know I'm like, do I just keep making videos, holding my phone, and everyone is not gonna hit like how that one hit. I don't know how that one hit, but I just had my phone and I was talking. But then I found out about the live. They said go live, and I just went live. And then, like you said, a slew of motherfuckers popped in. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm outside. I'm like, hey man, what y'all want me to do next, man? This was like around the Jadakiss and what is it? Jadakiss and Dipset, Locks and Dipset verses.
Right.
And I was like, should I do reactions and shit? But at that time, I didn't even know. My reactions was I just set up my camera and I talking to it. I wasn't adding clips, no intros, no outros. I really wasn't editing anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Fact.
Then I started doing that, and then I said, you know what I should do? I should react to music videos too. Then I had to look up. You know, you just gotta look everything up, and that's really how I learned everything. And I'm like, I don't know why motherfuckers don't understand the knowledge is out there, bro. Like it's there. You just gotta. It took me a week to learn OBS after I tried to graduate from the phone. Like I was getting frustrated, my nigga.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I be seeing you use it, bro, and I be like, just like for when you start something and you haven't really did it, like I be like, bro, that shit look hard.
It is intimidating, bro. But all right. So I thought I was gonna have that shit. I'm like, man, I can figure this shit out. I sat there, look at the TV, and I got my shit right here. So I'm doing it step by step. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just didn't come out the way. Yo, I got so frustrated. I sat that shit down for a week. I said, man, I ain't even open the computer no more. Nigga, I said, man, fuck, this shit harder than I thought. And then next week I said, fuck it. I just sat back down. So I got tired of holding that motherfucking phone. And I just got tired of it being like that. I wanted to do some kind of step up. And one day I learned it. I thought, oh, that's what, and it was simple shit. It's not as hard as it looked. You know what I'm saying? It's actually, and it's free. That's the beautiful thing about it. And you can put plugins in it. Like nowadays, today is my 20th day because I've been streaming. I put out a goal. I want to go live or stream every day for at least 30 days. Just to get back in the mix of stream. Because when I discovered the streaming, it was like I went like I had a 90-day run. Going like 5 to 7 hours a day. Like I was going crazy. And I was still putting out videos, but you know, once you get to a certain like number and you start getting burnt out because you got to keep up with so much, and it's just a lot to keep up with. Then you got life too. Let's not even talk about real fucking life, like shit that here they like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I was like, you know, I got the passion back lately, and I was like, so I've been going. They got a new feature on OBS where you can like multi-screen, but it's like a plug-in. You could just like I only got to put the code in them. If I want to go live, I could just press Twitch. Or I can add 7, 8 of them bitches, but you know you're gonna have to you don't want to fuck up your Wi-Fi, you shit like that to slow up and all that. But yeah, bro, it's easy, man. I'm telling you, man. I send you a couple videos, you know what I'm saying? You'll get that shit. That shit is dumb easy. But I still fuck with the StreamYard. Everything serves its purpose.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Everything serves its purpose. You know what I mean? I just feel like doing Discord through OBS, like if we was to do this through Discord, that'll for sure be hard for both of us. Right. Just because so much shit can go wrong and it's just a lot involved. That shit is unedited. What if some shit pop up or something on that shit?
Right.
Yeah, but I respect the growth. So all right, Big 8 podcast. So it's gonna be in person, or you gonna still do it digitally?
It's gonna be digitally, but I most definitely been talking to some people, and it's gonna be situations where it's gonna be in person with certain people.
Right,
Like,
right. I can dig it. I can
you know
dig
what I'm
it.
saying? It's gonna be virtually, but it's gonna be certain people. Like I'm talking to one person right now, and somebody that's intertwined with Thug, and
Okay.
they want to come sit down with me. So that's
Okay.
gonna be, what I'm saying, live in person. But 9 times out of 10, you already know this is gonna be, what I'm saying, virtual,
Right,
but
right, right, right.
but I do want to. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be certain people, and it got to make sense. It got to make
Right,
sense. I ain't
right.
just finna be bringing people just to, what I'm saying. Nah, you know what I'm saying. I ain't finna do that shit.
Yeah,
But
we ain't doing that off the camera. We ain't just bringing nobody
right,
around.
right, you know what I'm saying.
Nigga ain't just hanging out with niggas like niggas is not doing that. Niggas that made
Right,
it past that shit, nigga. Like,
right. And
um,
what I'm saying, I'm at the crib, like, you know what I'm saying. So like,
that
you know
goes.
what I'm
I already know when
saying.
you said that. I already knew. I'm like, I wanted to
Right,
say it, but I didn't want to say it. Like, yeah, we don't just do that type shit.
right.
Like,
Facts,
yeah.
facts. It most
Okay, so
definitely got to
boom.
make sense.
Look, you just brought up something too that I'm glad you brought it up. So you said Thug, man.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck going on with Thug now, man? This shit them
Hey,
look, this shit been dry. I ain't gonna lie, but niggas been tuned in, but man, this shit done turned up, didn't it?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I wouldn't watch that motherfucker for nothing. You hear me? And then when Woody came in, that motherfucker, he set it on fire, gang. He set it on fire. He most definitely made it entertaining. And it's a lot going on. It's a lot
Nigga,
going on.
it was 23,000 in the live today on Law and Crime. Wow.
Bro,
Who else was live? Flacco was live. It was like some shit of niggas that was live. I was like, God damn. I'm like, yeah, that nigga turned this shit up.
he turned it up, bro. And people hit me up, bro. You ain't gonna go live. And I'm like, bro, it's so many people that I rock with that's already
Yeah,
live.
it's no need to go.
I'm like, I ain't gonna do it, bro. I ain't finna do it, bro. But I
Right.
will say this though. This shit is big. Did you see what happened today? With
I did. What you talking about?
Did you see the judge throw a sign to the state and the state threw a sign back?
Fuck no.
Now, it ain't going viral, but Seti posted it on his story.
For real?
Whoever, I don't know if it was like a law and crime type people who caught it, but it's on Seti's story. But it's a situation that if you know, you know. And I feel
You
like
talking about that
that's
sign they be saying they be throwing type shit?
no, this is some, if you a part of organization, I'm a part of organization, and I'm talking to you, but we talking in signs. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We talking in signs. So the security, well, the officer came and whispered something in the state ear, and the judge looked at her and did his little sign, and she did the same thing biking, pushed some glasses by, let her know, okay, I got you, we're on the same page. But it's the thing, if you a part of it, you know. But I look at it like this: that's something that would not go viral, because if the defense exposed that, then that's going to be exposing the whole system. That's
So
going
do
to
you
be
do you believe Brian Steele when he say they got some they've been talking in the chambers?
the judge. He didn't deny it. He
He
want to
did
know.
know. He
He
did.
want to know which one of the motherfuckers that was in the chamber told him. He
That's what
ain't
he said.
denied. Shit,
That's
they
what he
most
said.
definitely talked about it. But bitch, he wanted. You heard what he said. I don't want to know what you heard. I want to know who
Who
told you,
told?
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
you said some shit that was true. He told him. He said you said some stuff that was true. But I want to know who told you. I don't want to know what you heard. Just tell me who told you, because they need to know who the fucking leak is.
Who the mole? Yeah, who the mole is.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more, bro. Like I said, like with this shit that happened today, bro, it ain't gonna go. It ain't gonna be big, because it's like this. If we all in a organization or sorority, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I bring this to the light, you feel me? Then I have to bring down everybody. I would make it awareness that this what goes on in the justice system. You feel what I'm saying? So this shit is bigger than, what we thinking. But the only thing is, it's televised. We get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
This shit happens every day in court. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Every day. The judge know the prosecutor and shit like that, and they talking behind the scenes, and hey, judge, let us, you
They
know
be
what I'm
going
saying?
to each other's daughters' ballet recitals and shit like that. Like they go to
Facts,
dinner and shit. Yeah.
facts. Man, listen, man. I ain't gonna say who. I told this story before on my live before, but I ain't gonna say who, Because you know what I'm saying.
Don't say who. Yeah, don't even say
this
who.
a whole different set of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't felt comfortable to say who. You know what I'm saying, over there on that side. You know, but you know I keep coming over here more. I get comfortable with the family over here. But somebody in my family was going to jail, and they was sent to prison, and they was on a bus headed to the prison. Our family lawyer, his dad was friends with the biggest lawyer in our city. I mean, the biggest judge in our city. The biggest judge in our city put our family lawyer through law school. So our family lawyer made a call and like turn the bus around and bring her back. And I'm finna get her a court date.
Just like that.
Bring her back. The judge was like, who the brought her back? Like she was on the bus head, like that never happened.
Ever. I never heard of that. I didn't been on the bus and I never seen nothing like that ever.
He plugged in. And when the judge found out who it was, the lawyer told my peoples, look, we going golfing next week. Let me talk to him. Get you some kind of probation or some kind of halfway house type shit. And next week, they got halfway house. They ain't got to go to prison. Do 6-12 months in halfway house. Come home.
What Wesley said, this shit bigger than Nino Brown.
I'm trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying? It's about who you know. So them bitches do be working deals and shit behind the scenes, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit just televised though.
What's your opinion on YSL Woody's testimony so far? Or just from when he didn't want to, just when he took the stand on Friday. Like, do you think this hurts Thug? Do you think this can help him? Like,
I say this. I feel like the interrogation video did more than what he actually doing now, right? But if you think about it, nobody got locked up with that information he told in that interrogation video. So evidently, they didn't believe him. They didn't take him serious, or whatever the case may be, right? Or they just felt like he was just shooting the shit. But as I look at it, as of right now, he haven't really told them too much. He been really up there bullshitting. You know what I'm saying?
Playing. He just totally bullshit.
He bullshit. Now, I would say this. They already let him know, like, look, bitch, we'll lock you up, bro, if you don't tell us what we want to know. In these first couple of days, they haven't really asked them no juicy questions yet. So I think we just gotta wait until they start hitting them with them real questions.
That's what I said too. I was like, it seemed like even like today, I watched pretty much the whole day while I was doing other work. And it just seemed like once I got to the end of it, I'm like, they just landed the groundwork. Like, you know this nigga.
Right.
We already know you know this nigga. Before we ask you what we think y'all used to do, and you knew this nigga from this year. Oh, he was with who? And he did. I mean, he's in the fucking pictures. I mean, what can you say? That's not me. Like, I mean, you can say that, but I mean, how far is that gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Then he already said some shit, like you said, on the interrogation. All right, out of everybody's from the YSL side, as far as that came and testified, from like the Tick to the bald head cat, I can't remember his name, the one that was like, I'm so high right now. That nigga, DK, who you think testimony keeps them like, or whose testimony do you think impacts the case negatively the most?
I say I don't remember his name, but the one that was in the car that they say it crashed, and the police, they had ran over the little wall and landed in front of the police.
Right.
And he told the police everything and all this shit.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the bald head cat that was saying he's so high. Yeah.
Him. Now his shit is he didn't deny it. Like he went back and, oh, I'm high and I don't remember this, I don't remember that. Then they're like, but did you say this? I could have, you know what I'm saying? But the shit he said is more incriminating than anything, because he was there. He was there when these shootings happened. He told his girl that Thug them shot at this nigga and this and that, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think his testimony right now is the most incriminating when it comes to this Thug case so far. Now we got to we gotta hear Woody shit. Like and like you said, they just started with the beginning, so they ain't really got into it. But Woody most definitely gonna be the one if he really give it up. Gonna be the one who hurt Thug. You know what I'm saying? Because
you think they his you think he's the star witness?
for sure.
That's what I
Man,
said
listen,
too.
listen. Any that interrogation video, if he do that shit on the stand, it's over with. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's over with, because he let it be known. I don't even like Thug. Thug did this. Thug had this person killed. Did this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if he back against the wall, because right now I think what they doing is they know he don't want to testify, right? So they taking it easy with him. But eventually the hard questions is coming.
They're gonna get him kind of comfortable. He gonna think he can expect the same thing every day.
Right.
Then they're gonna hit him with that. Hit him with them type shit. Like, is this you renting a car? Is this you with the
right? And the little shit he's saying, y'all put me in jail so long, so I don't remember. Like, that shit ain't holding no weight. Like, nigga, you said that, or this you, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so most definitely, like, Woody gonna hurt him. Woody gonna hurt him unless he go into contempt. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story.
What's your prediction on, like, and I know it's kind of hard to say because it's too early, but just how it's looking right now is, you think Thug can get convicted or get found innocent, and he can appeal? I'm just saying, just how it look right now today to you. Do you have an answer for that?
I talked about this the other day. I say it's 50-50 still, because I'm looking at it from the jury standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
The jury was fed up with this case before it even started.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They was fed up ASAP. So when it comes to people being somewhere and doing something that they don't want to do, sometimes they would say yeah or no just to hurry up and end this shit. You know what I'm saying? So just to play devil's advocate, just say if the jury is fed up, they just want to go back to their regular life. It's a 50-50 chance that they might say, man, he guilty or he innocent. But then when you think about what's being presented, I say it's a lot of chaos going on. So it depends on the personality of the people that's in that jury box. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was up there, I look at it like, man, they with that bull. You know what I'm saying? It's a circus.
It's too mixed up. It's too much shit going on.
Right.
Too much shit in the mix.
Right. And I most definitely say he innocent, because every witness that y'all have brought up either got caught lying, or you can't really trust what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Because they get up there and act like they got amnesia.
None of them ever said that they seen Young Thug do anything.
Right.
None of them. Not even one of them today. They just said a lot of shit that happened around a camp and shit like that. But nobody never said Young Thug told me to go kill this nigga, or Young Thug shot at this dude and shot this dude, or none of them, the former YSL niggas did. No, I don't think nobody said that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not even really charged with, he's charged with conspiracy, just being a leader.
That's what I'm saying. He haven't did anything.
He don't even have no real charges. Like,
he haven't did shit. So at the end of the day, the question is, and the reason why I'm gonna be real though, the reason why I feel like he would be found guilty, because the jury might say, oh, he didn't probably do it. They say he did, but he most definitely is the leader though. You know what I'm saying? So he most like, you know what I'm saying? Because just think about it, he's Thug.
I mean, that conspiracy a motherfucker. I know. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? He Thug.
I don't think people know what conspiracy is, yo. Let me tell y'all, for those who don't know, conspiracy is you pick up your phone and somebody call you and say, hey, bring me some. You say, all right, I'm about to be on the way. That's conspiracy right there.
That's conspiracy.
You only got to make it. They can catch you at the pulling out.
Right. And they don't even have to say what to bring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I know somebody who cut hair, right? And they had a situation where they was cutting a drug dealer hair, right? And they probably was dealing, you know what I'm saying, too. But the evidence was this guy always called and said, pull up. And when he pulled up with his haircut equipment. But they hit him with conspiracy because he's on the line with pull up. Where you at? I'm coming to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
we don't know what happened, but nigga, you know what he had going on. That's how they, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get caught up with conspiracy. Y'all just by knowing the person, you know what I'm saying? Just by knowing the person and having knowledge of what they doing, you know what I'm saying? That's conspiracy within itself. Because you didn't call the police, you didn't tell the police what they was doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's the first thing I say. Why you ain't call the such and such and da 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 da.
You know what I'm saying? And I found out that at a young age in high school. You know, in Florida, we don't have gangs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We have like, well, it's some, but it's not, we're not big on gangs, we big on neighborhoods. And neighborhood beef and shit like that. And we was like fighting in the schools. Like it was a situation where we put locks on the doors in one of the hallways, and it was a certain hallway that at certain point in time, most of our ops was in that hallway. So not saying me, but some of the homies, they put like, you know what I'm saying, chains on the door, like, and it's 3 ways out, but they left one way open, and that's the way they came in. But when we go in the classrooms and get on their ass, they gonna be trying to run out there and hit these doors, and these doors locked. And that took place in school. And the police came one time. The police came and they was like, "You with these people?" And I'm like, "Nah," like, you know what I'm saying? They're part of the neighborhood, but we not in no gang or nothing. These is my neighborhood, these my neighbors. Like,
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And he told me, like, look, we got 2 pictures of you hanging on the corner with them. If we get one more picture, that's already affiliation.
Right.
So choose your friends wisely. Like just that, like they had no proof that I did nothing, just pictures of them sitting back watching us, sitting and hanging out on the corner. Just being in pictures with these guys, they could hit you with affiliation and hit you with that gang label. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit people don't know, man.
I tell niggas, man, hey man, stay out the street, man. That's why they make the sidewalk. Do YouTube, do rap, get a job, do whatever. But hey man, you don't want to be in them type situations at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you're gonna be sitting in that motherfucker. Y'all be seeing Thug in there. How he be looking all crazy in the face.
Right.
Nigga, that shit fuck your head up. I done been through it. Sitting up in that bitch looking crazy like, man, I wish I could reverse this shit. It can't though. Once it's there, it's there.
And then a lot of times you be looking at it like this, bro. Like you think this dude real, you think your homie gonna ride, but like Boosie said, if y'all haven't been through nothing to prove that this person gonna ride, how you know they gonna ride? Just because they tell you, just because at the moment, yeah, y'all doing whatever and y'all beating up shit and in the street doing, you know what I'm saying? You think it's gonna ride, but if you haven't been through a situation to prove that person gonna ride, then you don't know if that person gonna ride. So you taking a chance every day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what one dude told me. He was like, I could tell you different than the people you hang with. I could just tell this ain't you. Because I'm in the crowd, and I'm with whatever. But in the back of my head, it's like, I know it's a way out this shit. Like, I know it's better. So it's like, I'm gonna do some shit, but I ain't finna go do the crazy shit for real, unless it's a situation where ain't no choice. You know what I'm saying?
Your back is to the wall type shit, like yeah.
And the old head seen that in me. He was like, bro, like you ain't that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you with it, but you ain't that. And he like, think about it, bro. Like, go this way. You know what I'm saying? These guys ain't gonna be these guys when this shit happen. These guys ain't gonna be this one, and a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of what happened was my homie fucked around and shot me on accident. Shooting at a shootout. And then and then he got killed by our homie that shot him on accident at a shootout. And that was like a eye opener for me. And that's when I was like, I'm gonna just try to get out of this shit. Like when I get my break, I ain't looking back type shit. You know what I'm saying?
What they call it, quit while you ahead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to wait till you too late, and then now you better take them to learn. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. That's crazy as fuck, nigga.
Right.
That's a crazy story.
I'm like, man, because I wasn't working. I'm in the streets. I'm like, man, I'm finna get a job. And as soon as I get that break, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know,
Ain't look back since type shit.
I ain't looked back since, bro.
So look, I want to ask you this too before we get up out here because for one, this is like a hot topic, and it has already been. Well, on top of it already being a hot topic, it has already been a topic of discussion. That I've been seeing this and I think we've all seen this and seeing what people are saying, even if you agree or you don't agree.
Right.
So you know what I mean. RP and chanting, you know what I'm saying, which is
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's fucking. That's crazy. But everybody always talking about. Well, I don't say everybody, but a lot of people, a good amount of people always talk about Gucci got some sacrificial curse or is it curse or he's sacrificing motherfuckers. What I said was my opinion is I think Gucci. For one, Gucci say when he's signing a person, he give him 50,000 in a chain, right?
Right. Right.
Okay, cool. Which some people have never seen 50K at one time. Some people, whatever.
Right.
50K is not a little like if somebody dropped 50K in my lap right now, I'm not going to be acting like that's a nice bag. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
I always say though, my whole thing. So I thought about it thoroughly. I'm like, I think that this nigga just be signing hood motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? People that reflective of him when he was in his heyday, even though he's not who he is anymore. But then
Right.
there's people that kind of say, no, that's cap, nigga. He's sacrificing niggas, nigga. This is I'm tweaking because I'm like, why do y'all even think that the white man would let a Gucci man into any kind of shit? Like, I ain't no shot at Gucci. I'm just saying. What you think about it? You think this shit is fact, fiction, is a mix? What you think, man?
I did a video on this. And
Oh shit.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Just one thing. And this is off topic, right? But
Right.
I gotta open the eyes with this right here for people to kind of understand. So with the sacrificial shit and this whole Illuminati shit, right? We kind of drove that shit in the water with our imagination, right? So we feel like every time somebody die, these people done sacrifice them, right? Okay, it's levels to this shit. Gucci is not on a level to be able to be a part of that system that controls the strings.
Right,
He's not.
right.
Think about this. Do you agree that Diddy is bigger than Gucci?
Of course.
So if Diddy is not in that system realm, because if he was, he wouldn't be crucified right now.
Yeah, they turn his ass up. I ain't
You
gonna
feel
lie.
me? They will hide his flaws. So if Diddy is not on that level, what make you think Gucci is on that level? You feel what I'm saying? It's levels to this shit, right? Okay, so now that I said that, let me say this. Gucci spoke on it with the interview with his wife, and this is why majority of his artists is going to jail or dying, because he go and pick these artists that remind him of himself when he was fucked up. So, for instance, I know that this rapper right here is good, and I know he can be a star, but I know for sure he either gonna die or go to jail because I done did my research on him. He in the hood, he sliding, the ops sliding on him, or he this big time drug dealer. He gonna die or go to jail. So what Gucci doing is, look, I'm gonna give you a bag, and hopefully you see that it's better. But if you don't, and you keep going the way you're going, he know for a fact that they either gonna die or go to jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what he doing is he giving them a bag to open up their eyes and see, like, look, bro, it's a better way. You just gotta leave this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what's the odds? When you give a person a bag from the hood that's involved in hood shit, now it just put them on steroids. Now I could be
Mm-hmm.
this big time drug dealer that I want to be. Now I could be this big time boss that I want to be to call the shots. It just amp them up. But in all reality, he's doing it from a pure spot. But he knows. That's just like, for instance, if I know a nigga in the streets that just fucked up, and I know he ain't got no chance, right? I'm gonna put him up under my wing, get up on his YouTube shit, do this, you know what I'm saying? Here go a couple dollars, get on this YouTube shit. But he's still in the street doing what he's doing. It's already in my mind that he finna crash out. I'm just giving him the bread and teaching him the game, hoping he changed though. You feel what I'm saying? And then 9 times out of 10, they crash out or they die. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, a lot of his artists, he hand picking them. He's going to pick that trouble kid. He's going to pick that trouble girl that's fucking up in the streets, that got a drug problem or that's in the gang. Like he's picking, he knows. You feel me? And I can relate because when I was in elementary school, I was a troubled kid. And Tony Dungy did me the same way. We had the Big Brother program. And Tony Dungy's son, his oldest son that killed himself, was my big brother. And my teacher handpicked me like he was somebody else's big brother. She like, no, you, Dungy, I want your son to work with him because I want you to be his mentor because the way he going, he ain't wrapped too tight.
Right.
And that right there did something for me. You feel what I'm saying? Because first, it's a fucking football coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's famous. Like, I'm a kid. Like, damn. Like, nigga, I done made it. I'm in motherfucking elementary. I done made it, bitch. I'm at his son's birthday party. I'm around rich people. I'm a kid. Oh shit. This the life. Like, I made it. So it kind of woke me up a little bit. But then his son killed himself.
Yeah, I remember that.
You feel what I'm saying? So I was able to see the glam to know it's better. That's why I was different from the people I was with, because at one point in time, I was still cloudy though as I got older, because it felt like it don't get no better than this. But when you exposed to something better, it opened your minds to say, okay, it is something better, so I need to walk light. You feel what I'm saying?
That's facts.
And that's what Gucci doing, bro. He know that these people is fucked up. And he trying to show him like, look, I'm gonna give you a chance because nobody gave me a chance. And that's what he said on the podcast. He see them in himself. You know what I'm saying? And nobody gave him a chance. So he's doing that favor that he wish that people did for him. That's just like on YouTube, bro. When I got on this shit, I was frustrated. Nobody in my city, nobody that I knew on this bitch did no YouTube. I couldn't call nobody. So 2 years straight, I'm frustrated. Even when I'm doing good, I still didn't know what the fuck. I ain't had nobody call on. Right. So I started helping people for free. I'm spending 2-3 hours on the phone helping people with their YouTube channel because I know how it felt when I didn't have nobody to call on. And then it got too crazy with 50, 40 people in my DM. Now I got to charge to weave out the people that's on the bullshit.
Right.
But it's niggas like that. Like when you see, you tend to want to like, you want to go help that one that you know that's finna crash out. You know what I'm saying? It's like survival remorse type shit. Like, and he said it himself. He handpicked these people because he know that they on the road to destruction and they never switch over.
I gotta go look at that. That's the podcast his wife got, right?
Right, her first episode.
Yeah, I never clicked on it. I think I seen a little clip, but I never clicked on it or went to the full. I'm gonna check it out for sure. So I concur. Like I said, I agree. It's clear to me. It's clear to me. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me say, that shit does happen, right? But us as the people, we mess it up because every time somebody die, guess what we say? Sacrifice. Right. Sacrifice. Right. So when the real sacrifice comes, we don't know it's a sacrifice because every time somebody die, sacrifice. So you don't water the shit down. So now the real sacrifice can hide in with the bullshit because we done everything. Like I told somebody like, bro, every time somebody die, how is it a sacrifice? That means, so you mean to tell me that it wasn't in God's plan that these people was gonna die? Like this, it wasn't like people can't die from natural causes and people like motherfucker. Like for instance, motherfucker fall out of ride. You know what I'm saying? How is it like, you know what I'm saying? It just be certain shit that it can't be a sacrifice.
Right.
A motherfucker grandma 155 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? You know,
she was on her way out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga done sacrifice. Like, bruh. like, bro, come on, bro. Like she, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that, and that's what us as people, by us not knowing, is like that's why they still doing what they doing, because we so quick to think everything is a sacrifice that we miss the real sacrifice.
Yeah, it's all mixed in. You can't even tell what's what.
Yo, we missed the real sacrifice. So that's how that shit is, man. But it's all about us waking up and doing our research. You know what I'm saying? Once you do your research and then you see certain shit and you, it's like, okay, now that was kind of crazy. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, you know?
Damn, well said. With RP to Enchanting, that's crazy. I do think like the whole. I don't know if her and Big Scar was dating, but I feel like they was on the low. But I think that kind of had an effect on her. Maybe she just was gone off that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that depression could be a motherfucker too.
Oh, depression is a motherfucker, bro. Listen, let me tell you something. Some her boyfriend said, he said he saved her so many times. So he let you know that this is nothing new that happened. This is just the first time it went to this extreme.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I tried to save you so many times. It happened so many times, but you already know as something keep happening, you keep doing it, you keep pushing the limit. Sometimes it be that last time. And then her management also told the Shade Room that she had a drug addiction.
I seen that. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that about her though. That's crazy. But you know, what does that look like though? You know, what is? You don't know what it really. I mean, we know what it could look like, but most of the time, you don't be knowing who doing what. I lost the homie who I ain't even know. He lost his life to the fent, but what he was doing, I don't know because he never told me. And when he passed away and they did his toxicology and all that shit, I was like, he probably didn't want to tell me because he knew I was gonna get on his ass. Like, man, we don't fucking do that shit, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? He couldn't tell me that. I won't, I won't gonna go get down with him on some shit like that. Like, nigga, I'm not fucking with no shit like that, nigga. And but you would have never had plenty of money, been getting plenty of money for years. That was like my big homie. He would have been my manager or some shit right now. Like, but he was going through his shit and he was, coping with whatever he was coping with. And unfortunately for him, the fucking Finney, you know what I'm saying, the Finney and shit. But yeah, man, prayers up for her, bro. That's crazy, bro.
For sure. I most definitely like, and then if you think about it, bro, it's normal, right? Because when we was coming up, the same shit was going on. Mm-hmm. The only difference is the drugs is being cut.
Right.
Now we got technology, we got computers, you got niggas at the crib printing these motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, nigga, you had to wait till the nigga come across from 2-3 states and drop it off in the city, and you know what I'm saying? Oh, it ain't no more. We gotta wait till dude come from Miami. Like, no, niggas, your next door neighbor print them bitches up, and he mixing that shit with Fent, Tylenol, and some more shit. And that's the difference. Because when we was coming up, nigga, everybody was popping pills and doing the same shit, but we wasn't croaking because it was authentic. You know what I'm saying? It was authentic. So now you got this Fent, and 9 times out of 10, 80% of the overdoses being because it been synthetic shit in the drugs.
Right.
You know, but that goes back to, bro, you willing to risk your life not knowing what's in this shit and taking this shit? At some point in time, you got to be like, hey, this shit different now. This ain't.
It's just different. It's just,
you know what I'm saying? Like, when we were coming, no, bro, people have died from overdoses when we was coming up. But, bro, I could tell you the whole hood popping them bitches on the Fridays. We going to the club. Ain't nobody thinking about no damn overdose. Ain't nobody thinking about no bad pill. The only bad pill we was getting back then, your shit wasn't getting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta wait that bit well. Not the bad pills is niggas dying. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different, it's just time different. Like, you know what I'm saying? People is in the lab now. You got this motherfucking, the demic hit. When the demic hit, you had niggas on this YouTube shit, and they became chemists because they been learning shit. They were stuck in the house for 2 years in front of a computer. They learned shit. Now they got the whole setup. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference with this shit, dog. But I seen somebody in the comments say addiction is hard to kick. And that's a fact, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think about it too. These kids and these people that's growing up right now, they living way faster than we was. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was doing shit when it came down to it.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is a sport to them.
Man, it's just another level. They took it up another level. I ain't gonna lie.
This shit is
I
a
didn't
sport.
think it could go any higher.
This shit is a sport. And then you got to think about it. Like, she probably wasn't out there doing it, but you got to think about the shit she going through, the people she lost. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And et cetera, and all the other people. It's like a lot of people is grieving now because of the way life just transformed with this new generation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's niggas need that shit to cope. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
And that's just what it is.
Tough. That's tough. Who you got? Celtics or Mavericks?
I'm going with the Celtics because that's my son team. And I hate to see the nigga take L's because when he take L's, he don't take them well. You know what I'm saying?
How many games? It's 2-0 Celtics. So we got what's that? 5 more games possibly. How many you think the ending shit gonna be?
I say the way that I've been hearing, because I'm the type of person, since I stopped playing sports, I don't watch it until like it goes down to like the last 2-3 games. Mm-hmm. But the way I've been hearing about it, Celtics is on their it. So I could say it gonna be damn near almost a blowout unless your boys them change up and switch gears. But
they gotta do that tomorrow. Like they need to do that instantly. Like
right.
They're gonna be at Dallas too, so maybe that'll be because the first two they was at Celtics. They said they're gonna be so they put them on the top of the bottom. Okay, so Celtics at Mavericks, and then it's gonna be game 3, Celtics at Mavericks. So the next two gonna be at Mavericks, and then the potential 5th one will be at Celtics. Potential 6th be at Mavericks. Yeah, so I think that makes a big difference too. But god damn, them Celtics is just. I didn't know that was going, bro. I'm like. I had me looking at Kyrie and them play against Minnesota.
Right.
We come up like, the West has always been pretty much dominant in the NBA.
Facts.
The only niggas that defeated the West was like Michael Jordan, like who else? Who else is on it? I guess LeBron now. Well, LeBron's on the West now, but he come from the East Coast teams. But yeah, it's not the West to shoot them lights out. They fast, they dunking. The East Coast is more like defense, stern. Real tough, you know what I'm saying? But
physical.
The East Coast looking like the West Coast in this damn series here, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I just feel, and then like you said too, they're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have home advantage these next 2 games. So we just gotta see what they do now. If they don't do nothing at home, it's over for them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm about to say they have to at least tie that bitch up.
Yeah, for sure.
They gotta win 2 back-to-back. They have to. It's no more. You gotta, bro. Like, cause they up 2. And they got the sauce too. If you just seen them at their press conferences behind, like I seen Paul Pierce the other day. He didn't popped out of nowhere. He all in the TD Garden, rubbing on the little icon in the middle. I gotta come over here. They want another one. They thirsty.
Right. Facts. I most definitely think the Celtics gonna take it though, man.
Yeah, they looking real. They looking extremely good. They blowing. And I did my research. They played the Mavericks 2 times in the regular season, and the Mavericks have lost every time.
Facts. And like that's what I was telling him.
Like 138 to like 100, 138 to it was some wild scores.
Right, and that's what my son was saying. He was like, you know what I'm saying? They've been beating them, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's looking at it like it's gonna be a blowout. It's most definitely gonna be a blowout. But this the NBA. Like these pros, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They study tape, they correct their wrongs, you know what I'm saying? And home advantages do make a big difference.
Huge
you know
difference.
What I'm saying? So we just got to see what's going on. But let me pick your brain with this one right here, though. Let me see who you with, man. Let me see who you with. Caitlyn or Angel Reeves, man.
I just was saying yesterday. I said, man, what I said to myself on live, I was like, that Caitlyn girl getting popular. They making her popular, bro.
Bro, that's what I listen. I debated with my son for 4 hours on this shit. They is making her popular. Like I didn't hear about this motherfucker until the championship game between LSU and them, and the shit popped off. Like it ain't like she been breaking records from the beginning. Like not to take nothing from her, but she haven't been like an issue where it's like she the main event. Like you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they using her to change the game. You know, they always find that player to change the game, and they using her and they bigging her up. And every time they do a player like that, at the end they end up falling because they amp them up too much.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So,
I mean, I like Angel. I like. All right, so I think Caitlyn, she's becoming more of a star.
right.
But I do respect what Angel, what she went through, and she came from, and her attitude. I respect it. She tough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's showing she tough, but I don't think that she's looked at in the same light as like, because they got her on some like, they basically making Angel look like a bully in the team, and like, oh, she's hurting this little white girl. They're all making fun of them, and yeah, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I can clearly see it, but I think that's gonna be a rivalry right there. Like, that's a new, like, that might be one. I ain't gonna say it's the first WNBA rivalry because I'm pretty sure it was more, but this is like
gonna be the most
rivalry.
popular.
I think they're trying to make it like a thing. Sell some tickets. They trying to sell.
Right.
You see, it's getting more views and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Jersey sales and all type of shit.
And they selling out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the NBA, the WNBA, they ain't been having sellout arenas in years. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they presence is most definitely making shit happen, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie, like I said, Caitlyn is most definitely bringing a difference to the game, and that's why a lot of people feel like they should respect her, because y'all getting paid more now, y'all getting more benefits now because of her. You know what I'm saying? But I just like Angel Reese, bro. I feel like she a dog. You know what I'm saying? I just like Angel Reese, and Caitlyn's stats is better than Angel's. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's hard to outshine somebody that's handpicked. Now, I'm not saying like she put in the work, but what I'm saying is they using Caitlyn to change the game. You know what I'm saying? Like they use Michael. Like Michael could do a layup, right? The crowd go crazy. They gonna flick the lights. They gonna blow the smoke and all this shit. They gonna drop the confetti. They gonna make it look good. Angel do the layup. They just gonna go crazy. You feel it's just a difference. It's like, so it's always like she gonna be bigger than Angel, but I like Angel a dog. But my favorite one, and she ain't there yet, but Big Four, man.
Who Big Four?
Big Four.
I'm lost. Who Big
Fly
Four?
Fly J.
Oh! Did she play on the same team with
She played for LSU, and she was a freshman.
I'm not too hip to her, but I remember seeing her a few times when they was on LSU. Yeah.
She was a freshman, and she was sticking with them. So imagine she got what, 2 more years? She gonna be a dog by the time she get in the NBA. She came in.
What position she played?
Don't make me lie, bro.
She not a point or nothing like that. She a little taller.
Nah, she ain't a point. I forgot what.
Small, shooting guard, small or something.
Something like that. I think it's like shooting guard or something. You know what I'm saying?
I never really seen her play, but I'd always seen her alongside Angel Reese for sure.
She a dog. She came in as a freshman and earned her spot. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it as if she hung with Angel Reeves and made a difference on the team as a freshman. Imagine when she get to the NBA.
And she got 2 more, yeah. We're gonna see. But hopefully, I mean, I'm happy if they getting more money and shit, because I think them women deserve to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
They don't bring the same, but y'all chumping them off a little. They were chumping them off type shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, RP Camouflage too. Shout out Savannah, man. What you know about that, man? Content whores, man.
That's her daddy. That's Flage daddy.
Who?
Camouflage.
Get the fuck out of here.
She rap too. She got to deal with Rock, I think Rock Nation. Jay-Z.
Oh, I gotta do my research,
man. You gotta do your mother research, man. And she a dog on that mic, dog. If you go live tonight, play her shit, bro. She has some shit. You gotta look at it like it ain't about, like, basically she's saying it ain't about what you're going through. It's just how you look at it, bro. That bitch, I ain't even call her, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
Shout hey, that motherfucker, I ain't rapping so long, and I don't be wanting to rap. That shit made me go write a whole song, boy. I'm talking about.
I gotta see what she talking about then.
She tough. She tough.
That's fine. I ain't know that her daddy was Camouflage.
Yeah.
Camouflage wasn't that damn tall though.
Nah, she ain't really she ain't really that tall if you look at it. She ain't really that
Okay,
tall. You know what
okay.
I'm saying? She ain't
That's
really
dope though.
she just a dog too. She just a dog, bro. She a dog.
Um, shit, I appreciate you, music. Definitely,
For
bro. I'm
sure,
glad we
man.
made this happen. We gonna keep doing all type of different shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Um,
For sure.
I appreciate your time. Just let them know before we get up out here. Let them know where they can follow you: Instagram, your YouTube, whatever you want them to know, Discord, whatever.
Yeah, man. Instagram Musiz101 CEO. Y'all already know YouTube Musiz101, man. Y'all just go run me up on that right there. And I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, shut a live. And I want to say one thing too, man. I like what you're doing with the music thing. You know what I'm saying? That was something that I was doing on Triple Threat. That was one of my segments. We had rappers come up. Well, we actually had rappers come up and they play their music. And I just want to say this real quick. The shit got so crazy. The chat is like is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they dogged everybody that came up and played their music that I couldn't get nobody else to come up. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't last long. So I salute you, gang. And that's some shit that
I
I
appreciate
really want to I was really into. So that's why I always every time, bro, you be doing that shit, I'll pop in because that was something I was into. But it's like I just want to tell y'all rappers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be scared. Y'all can't satisfy everybody, and somebody gonna like your music. It don't matter if the person and the people in the chat say it's trash. It might be golden to somebody else. And every time you have people with big platforms say, hey, look, sing your music or come up and play your music. You take advantage of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, like I see people, they be afraid. How you gonna want to be a rapper and you afraid to show your talent?
Come on now. That don't
You know
even
what I'm
that don't
saying?
even go together.
So hey, y'all, man, listen, start believing in yourself. And another thing, too, man, with this internet shit, we got trolls, man. And it's people that wake up in the morning to try to ruin people's day. And I want to just compliment you, man, because I be seeing the trolls and shit, and you don't even really stunting that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I try to look the other way, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you be letting them pop it. You know what I'm saying? Like you built different than me, because my whole thing is delete. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be trying to erase the threat. You feel me? Like, if it's a threat in the facility, we got to get rid of the threat.
He
Like,
said,
you know what I'm saying? You be letting them rock out. I be like, this nigga hard, man. And I
he
be
said,
seeing
I
that
like how
shit,
you
bro.
put. I like how you broke that down. He said it made me sound like it make you sound like we on Resident Evil. It's a
For
restraint
real.
facility, nigga.
For real.
Gotta get
Because
these niggas out of here, nigga.
that's how we was raised. Like, if a motherfucker a threat, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, erase the threat.
Eliminate, neutralize.
Eliminate.
You
For
got neutral.
real. I say this nigga be letting them rock. All right, so I salute you, and I want to tell people that too, because listen, y'all can't let people deter y'all from doing and chasing your dreams. It's always gonna be people that don't like what you do. You know what I'm saying? Just use that shit for motivation, bro. And because I know it's a lot of people that done hit me up and that want to do this shit, but they're afraid. They're afraid to cam up. They're afraid, like, motherfuckers sent me a comment. They said this about me, like the way I talk. I say, listen, I'm on this bitch saying subscribe. Like, what the fuck is you worried about? Like, don't worry about it, bro. Just do
Right,
you, bro. Like,
right.
so you know what I'm saying? It's somebody need to hear that, man. Chase your shit. Don't worry about what people think. You know what I'm saying? And just do you, man. And
Hey,
salute to you,
and
man.
one more thing, the Big 8 podcast this Friday, right?
This Friday, man. Most likely gonna be 8 o'clock, probably 7:30 for sure though. But Big 8 podcast this Friday, man. We back live.
7:38, man. I appreciate your music. I'm
For
gonna
sure.
tap in with you. Yeah, man, and much success. Keep running it up. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, man.
You already know it, man. You already know it. Same to you too, man. Same to you
Yup.
too, bro.
Peace to
For
everybody.
sure.
Shout out to the chat. We gone.
Salute.
Salute. Yeah, appreciate that, bro.